Okay.
Just relax. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is announcing the arrival of His Excellency, the Executive Governor, Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal. National Anthem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Mani Malamuni Masamur Mutu, Ataulimbuku, Speaker of Zamfara State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Benjamin Ismail Moriki, Honorable Randy Hadi, Representative of the State Chief Judge, Justice Bello Tukur, Secretary to the State Government, Chief of Staff, Your Royal Highness the Emir of Gusau, Honorable Commissioners, Special Advisors, Special Assistants, the newly appointed Permanent Secretaries waiting to be sworn in, relatives and people of goodwill, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sometimes in November 2024, the state government conducted an assessment of some people with the intention to appoint them as permanent secretaries. In a keenly contested performance-based examination, 12 of them became victorious. And we are making a history because it's the first time such a very good planning and execution has taken place since the creation of the state, and they are to be sworn in at this moment. Your Excellency, before we commence, may I take your permission to invite the Honorable Grand Kadi, Dr. Tahiru Muhammad Risau, to lead us in the opening prayer. Honorable Grand Kadi, sir.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ما قدمنا وما أخرنا وما أسررنا وما أعلنا وما أنت أعلم به منا ولوالدينا ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. أنت المقدم وأنت المؤخر وأنت على كل شيء قدير. Allah muna roƙonka albarka wannan watan da muke ciki muna ibada azumi, Allah karɓa mana ibadunmu, Allah gafarta mana zunubanmu, Allah sa mutum ma zai yanta a cikin wannan wata. Muna roƙonka ya Allah wannan bikin za a yi na natsar da waɗannan bayi naka da aka zaɓo aka tantance aka masu amanan sakataris. Allah sa yi wannan biki lafiya a ƙari shi lafiya. Ku da an ka zaɓo muna roƙon Allah muna muku fata alkhairi, Allah ya muku jagora, Allah ya taimaka muku, Allah ya ƙarfafa muku a wannan amana da mai girma gwamna ya ɗora muku. Muna muku addu'a Allah ya ba ku ikon tafiyar da ita akan adalci da gaskiya da riƙon amana. Abin da ka zo gare ku na alkhairi Allah ya tabbatar muku da shi, tabbatar mu al'ummar Zamfara da shi na albarkar Qur'ani. Da girma gwamna za ka jagoranci wannan taro, jagorar wannan jiha ta mu mai albarka. Muna maka addu'a Allah ya taimaka maka, Allah ya karfafa maka, Allah ya dafa maka ga dukkan abin da ka ɗauko wannan ayyuka na alkhairi da gabatarwa a cikin wannan jiha ta mu. Allah ya taimake ka, ya baka ikon gama su a cikin sauki, kuma an za ka dogowa kana da kudurci a cikin zuciya kan faɗa ma kowa ba sai Allah ya sani. Muna maka fata alheri, Allah ya baka ikon cikawa. Duka masu yi maka zaman ƙasa wanda ka sani wanda ba sani ba, ya Allah ya mana maganin su, Allah ya tozarta su, kada Allah ba su nasara a kanka. Duk wanda ɗauko shari zuwa gare ka mai girma gwamna Allah mai mashi shafe shi, Allah ya ƙarfa maka, Allah maka jagora. Dukkan mu Allah samu gama lafiya. Ya arhamar rahimin, ya arhamar rahimin, ya rabbal alamin. ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم ولا حول ولا قوه الا بالله العلي العظيم.
ما شاء الله. الله يكرمك. May I announce the procedure of what we are to witness? The newly appointed head of service will be sworn in first. Then we take, after being sworn in, we take the first batch of 6 people, as I will announce them. Then we take the second batch of 6 people to do that. With this, Your Excellency, may I invite
Somebody has tampered with my
Yakubu Sani Haidara, MNI, to come forward, please. You have to be sworn in first. Just come on the beach and the service.
Where is the Quran? Yeah, Quran. Mike.
May I now invite Justice Bello Tukur to administer the oath of office and oath of allegiance to the newly appointed permanent head of service.
I, Yakubu Sani Haidara,
Yakubu Sani Haidara,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will bear true
that I will bear true
and bear true allegiance
and bear true
to
allegiance
the
to
Federal Republic of Nigeria,
the Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will preserve,
and that I will preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the
of
Constitution
the
of
Federal Republic of
the
Nigeria.
Republic of Nigeria.
I, Yakubu Sani Haidara,
I am Hussein Haidara.
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance to the
and bear
Republic of
true
Nigeria,
allegiance
that as the head of service of the Zamfara State,
as the head of service of Zamfara State.
I will discharge my duties
I will decide my
to the
duties
best of my
to
ability,
the best of my ability,
faithfully
faithfully,
and according to the Constitution
and in accordance with the Constitution
of the Republic of
of the
Nigeria,
Federal Republic of
and the
Nigeria
law,
and the law,
and always in the interest
and always in the
of
interest
the sovereignty,
of the sovereignty,
integrity,
integrity,
solidarity,
solidarity,
well-being,
well-being,
and prosperity
and prosperity
of the Federal Republic of
of the
Nigeria,
Federal Republic of Nigeria.
that I will strive
That I will strive
to preserve fundamental objectives
to realize the fundamental objectives
and directive principles of state policy
and directive principles of state policy
contained in the Constitution
contained in the
of
Constitution
the Federal Republic of
of the
Nigeria,
Republic of
that I
Nigeria.
will not allow my personal interest
That I will not allow my personal
to
interest
influence my official
to
conduct
place my official conduct
or official
over
decisions,
official decisions.
that I will do to the best of my ability
That I will do to the best of my
to
ability
preserve,
preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
and defend the
of the
Constitution
Federal Republic of
of the
Nigeria,
Republic of
that
Nigeria.
I will abide by the code of conduct
That I will abide by the code of conduct
contained in the fifth schedule of the Constitution
contained in the fifth schedule
of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
of the Republic of Nigeria.
that in all circumstances
That in all
I will
circumstances
do right all manner
I
of
will do
evil
right all manner of evil
according to law,
according to law,
without fear or favor,
without fear or favor,
affection or ill will,
affection or ill.
that I will not directly
That I will not directly
or indirectly
or indirectly
communicate
communicate
or reveal to any
or
person
reveal to any person
any matter
any matter
which shall be brought
which shall be brought
under my
under
consideration
my
or
consideration
shall become known to me
or shall become known to
as
me
head of
as
service,
the head of service,
except when it is required for the due discharge of my duties
except as it is required to do this time of my
as
duty
head of
as
service.
the head of service.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Yakubu Sani Haidara MNI is a distinguished public administrator with over 3 decades of experience in governance, policy development, and strategic leadership. Born on September 3, 1966 in Orenamoda, Zamfara State, he began his educational journey at Model Primary School, Building Kabi Road, Sokoto, between 1974 to 79, where he obtained his primary school certificate. He proceeded to Federal Government College, Kano, 1980 to 1985, earning his GCE O level. Haidara furthered his studies at Usmanu Danfodiyo University, Sokoto, where he earned a BSc Honours in Political Science. His commitment to professional excellence culminated in his selection for the prestigious National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, Kurujos, where he became a member of National Institute. His career commenced with the National Population Commission, Kano State, as a National Youth Service Corps member, 1989 to 1990, and progressed through a pivotal roles in the afforestation programs, agricultural development and environmental protection agencies. Haidara has held several strategic positions in the Forested Civil Service, including Director of Security in the Department of Careers, Special Services, and Home Affairs from 2004 to 2010, and Director General in the Ministry of Education, 2010 to 2011. He was appointed Permanent Secretary in September 2012 and was deployed to Ministries, Commerce, Industries, and many others. Beyond his official role, Haidara has served as Secretary to numerous standing and ad hoc committees, reflecting his leadership in governance, a dedicated public servant known for his integrity, efficiency, and commitment. Congratulations, Yakubu Sani Haidara. Your Excellency, at this point, I will invite the first batch of the newly appointed permanent secretaries, beginning with Muhammad Salihu Anka. Please, can you come forward? Sani Abubakar Bukuyo. Ataba Usman. Shehu Usman Hassan, PhD. Engineer Haruna Diko Gusau. Abubakar Muhammad, PhD. Aminu Almajir. Please, in that order. In that order. In the order in which I announced the names, please. In that order.
Na mai. Gashi. Okay, bari ai ba gama ba.
Wallahi gidan kada. Sabon Secretary, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and according to the Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I strive to preserve fundamental objectives and that the principle of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decision. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the code of conduct Bureau, the Tribunal Act, and in all circumstances, I will do right to all manner of people, according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. That I will not directly or indirectly communicate or use any person, any matter, which should be brought under my consideration, which shall become known to me as a permanent secretary, except as may be required to do the my duties. So help me God.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad Salihu Anka was born on June 30th, 1969 in Anka Town. He completed his primary education at Capital School, Sokoto and Anka Town Primary School between 1975 to 1980, followed by secondary education at the Government College, Sokoto and Government Secondary School, Shuni. He later attended the Federal School of Arts and Science, Sokoto 1985 to 1986, and obtained a BSc in Economics 1990, MBA 1998 from Usman Gamfor University, Sokoto. Salihu Anka started his career at African International Bank, AIB, in 1990 as a youth corps member, later becoming head of cash operations in Sokoto and head of accounts in Bauchi. In 1998, he joined the Zamfara state government as senior accountant. The following year, he moved to Nigerian Telecommunications Limited, NITEL, serving in various roles, including special duties in the MD CEO's office and head of marketing. Returning to Zamfara State in 2007, he served as financial controller of the IFAD program, later becoming head of the World Bank's Project Financial Management Unit 2011 and director of Consolidated Accounts Department 2016. He played a key role in financial reforms, automation of financial operations and training officer and government official. In 2021, Anka was appointed the 6th Accountant General of Zamfara State, serving 2.5 years before handing over in August 2023. He is a fellow of ANAN and a member of multiple professional bodies with extensive training in financial management both in Nigeria and abroad. Sani Okuyo, MCPN, MNCS, born December 30th, 1976, is an ICT professional and public servant, a graduate of information technology from Shugaban University, India. He has completed various certifications in public financial management, data analytics, visa engineering, and networking. He is a chartered member of CPN and full member of NCS. Bukboyom began his civil service career as a computer assistant, rising to chief computer program officer and later director budget. He has contributed to government committees and externally funded programs. Passionate about gender equity and innovation, he is known for his leadership, analytical and problem-solving skills. Congratulations to you, Sani Abubakar Bukboyom, on your appointment as Permanent Secretary. Dr. Shehu Usman Hassan. Dr. Shehu Usman Hassan, an accomplished administrator and scholar, was born in Enkewa village of Bakura local government area, Zamfara State, on August 18, 1973. His late father, Alhaji Hassan Usman, was a renowned merchant who relocated to Zaria for business activities. This move enabled Dr. Shehu to acquire all his academic qualifications in Zaria. He obtained a diploma in accounting in 1997, a Bachelor of Science, BSc in Business Administration in 2002, a Master of Business Administration in 2005, and a Master of Science Business Administration in 2016. He acquired a degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration in 2023. All at the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. Dr. Usman has over 2 decades of dedicated service in the Zamfara State government, where he has demonstrated competence, integrity, and leadership across various roles. His career began in 2004 as a researcher officer in the Security Division of the Career Special Services and Home Affairs Department, where he was responsible for analyzing his intellectual contribution to the field of business administration, particularly in banking, finance, are reflected in his academic publications, which have been published in reputable journals. Congratulations to you, Shehu Usman Hassan, PhD. Next is Engineer Haruna Dilko. Engineer Haruna Dilko Gusau is a distinguished civil engineer specializing in highway engineering, structures, and public procurement. Born in March 1973, he completed his early education in the old Sakatarori State before earning a civil engineering degree from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria in 2000, and a master's degree in oil and gas engineering from Robert Gordon University in the United Kingdom in 2003. He gained extensive experience at the State Ministry of Works and Transport, overseeing road and bridge projects, rising to deputy director and occasionally acting as director. He also served as project manager at the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, Abuja, 2012-2013. I was director of procurement at the State Bureau of Public Procurement before his recent appointment as permanent secretary. Engineer Dikko holds a current engineering practices license 2007 and is a member of several professional bodies including NSC, NICE and EI London. He has presented technical papers at various conferences and remains active in engineering and public procurement. Congratulations, Engineer Haruna Dikko, on your appointment as permanent secretary. Dr. Abubakar Muhammad, you are fully aware that these copies of the Holy Quran are always kept in his office, and that he has never been late in handing them to the right arm of anybody to be sworn in. I remember when he brought the Holy Quran on the first swearing day of His Excellency, and he handed it on his right arm. I think today His Excellency will have the privilege to share that heavy responsibility, a portion of it to you. He is the secretary of the ESCO. He has the ability to carry out tasks even under pressure. Let me go by your citation. Dr. Abubakar is a seasoned administrator and scholar from Gusau, Nigeria. He holds a BSc in Political Science 1998, an MPA 2002, MPhil 2011, a PhD from Usman Danfodio University in 2015. He began his civil service career in 2001 and rose to the Director of Administration in various government agencies, later serving as Secretary of the State Zamfara Executive Council Secretariat before being appointed Permanent Secretary by Governor Dauda Lawan. Dr. Muhammad has contributed over 40 committees on governance, economic planning and institutional reforms. He has also published extensively in national and international journals. His expertise span public administration and many others. Congratulations, Dr. Abubakar, on your appointment as Permanent Secretary. D-Course. It is as popular as Naira if you come to the government house. From senior staff to the lowest rank, they know who is D-Course. But let's know him better. Aliyu Almaji, born on November 28, 1973 in Gusau, Zamfara State, is an accomplished administrator with a wealth of experience in governance, policy implementation, and institutional management. He holds a master's degree in public policy and administration 2012, a Bachelor of Science in political science, both from Bayero University, Kano. With a career spanning decades in public service, Aliyu Almaji has demonstrated exceptional leadership and administrative expertise across multiple government institutions. His tenure in the Zamfara government includes roles such as Deputy Chief of Staff Administration since May 2023, Director Administration and Secretary of the Zamfara Hospital Services Management Board 2019-2021. He has also served as the State Coordinator for the Nigerian National Volunteer Service, overseeing volunteer initiatives and diaspora engagements. His extensive career includes serving as the Acting Executive Chairman, the President Religious Preaching and Establishment of Jumat Mosque, Praying Ground. Almaji's professional journey began in the private sector where he served as station manager to Mobile and many other places. With deep commitment and administration excellence, governance and public service, Aliyu Almaji continues to play a significant role. Congratulations, Aliyu Almaji, D-Course, Permanent Secretary. Your Excellency, I will now take your permission to invite the second batch, beginning with Yakubu Sanusi Gusau, PhD. Mariam Yahya Shantali, Saadatu Abdu Gusau, Machidu, Suwaiba Ibrahim Barau, Rilwanu Musa, Sanusi Bello Jabaka. We begin with Mana Yakubu. We stay in the order in which the names are announced.
Most of allegiance, you mentioned that I
Yakubu Sanusi Kusu, PhD, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
and that I will preserve,
protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
I
Yakubu Sanusi, PhD,
do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That as permanent secretary, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I will not allow my personal interests to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Review and Tribunal Acts. That in all circumstances, I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. That I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter that shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as permanent secretary, except as may be required for the discharge of my duties. So help me God.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dr. Yakubu Sanusi Kusau, born on April 3, 1971, a distinguished academic and administrator from Zamfara State, Nigeria. He began his education at Bidiyon Primary School and later attended the Government Teachers College in Safi and Bakura. He obtained National Certificate in Education from Shugaban College of Education and started his teaching career in 1993 at Sabon Secondary School. Continuing his academic journey, Dr. Kusau earned a BA English from Usman University, Sokoto, with second-class honors upper division, an MA in English from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria in 2009, and a PhD in English from the same institution, 2021. Over the years, he has served in various capacities, including head of English department, deputy provost, and later provost at Zamfara College of Art and Science. Dr. Yakubu Sanusi has contributed significantly to education and governance, serving on multiple state committees, including those for Zamfara State Development Plan, Islamic University Establishment, and gubernatorial transition teams. He is also a long-standing member of the Zamfara State Governance Speech Writing Committee. A dedicated scholar, he has presented and published numerous research papers on media, linguistics, education, and language studies. His novel work includes studies on sensational headlines, girl-child education, and impact of private schools on public schools. Currently, he holds the traditional title of Wazir in Zulmi and Damasalim Manyan Gusau and serves as permanent secretary in Gusau in the Forest State Civil Service. Congratulations, Dr. Yakubu Sanusi. Next is Mariam Yahya Shetari. Please, will you come forward just look a bit for identification. She was born September 14, 1968, is an educational administrator with extensive experience in policy planning, research, and basic education management. She holds a BSc in Education Biology from Usman Danfodiyo University, Sokoto, 1992. A postgraduate diploma in management, 2009-2010. MBA, 2011-2013 from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. She also, through her career, she has held key leadership positions, including Secretary to the Board and Director of Quality Assurance at the Zamfara State Universal Basic Education Board. She has played a pivotal role in policy formulation, organizational structuring, staff performance evaluation, and education quality. Her contributions to education reform, particularly in girls' education, early childhood development, and school-based management, have earned her multiple awards, including the Leadership and Excellence Award for Transparency and Certificate of Merit for contributions to primary education in Zamfara State. She participated in international study tours, Rwanda, United Kingdom, Finland, and Ghana, to mention but a few. Congratulations, Mariam Yahya Shantel. Next is Saadatu Abdul Machidu. Before you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, stands a woman of excellence, Saadatu Abdul Machidu, a leader of integrity, vision, and unwavering dedication to education, particularly for women and girls. Her remarkable career spanning over 25 years in education management and international development programs management has significantly shaped policies and initiatives in the Zamfara State. An indigenous of Gusau, she holds a master's degree in public administration and a bachelor's degree in political science from Usman Danfodiyo University, Sokoto, along with a postgraduate diploma in education and diploma in law. She has served in key roles, including Director of Girl Child Education in the Zamfara State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Project Coordinator for Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment, AGILE. Her leadership has been instrumental in advancing gender-inclusive education, policy development, and institutional reforms. Her contributions extend beyond education into governance, research, policy formulation, played a pivotal role in the development of the social protection law, gender policy, disability law, and child protection law. A registered member with Teachers Registration Council. As a wife, mother, and grandmother, she exemplifies the balance of professional excellence and personal values. As you are sworn in today as Permanent Secretary, congratulations, Haja Saadatu Abdul Machidu. Next is Barrister Suwaiba Ibrahim. Born on August 1971 in Talatin Mofra local government of Zamfara State. She has the objective to create meaningful change and improve the lives of others through vibrant and challenging organizations where hard work, integrity, dedication, and teamwork plays a vital role. More than 30 years of law practice experience, over 15 years of administration and human resource management, as well as over 12 years of field work in schools and communities. She has the following skills: resource person, facilitator, content developer, human resource management trainer, financial management trainer, human resource developer, life skills trainer, leadership trainer. The working experience includes G4G, Girls for Girls Framework Development, G4G Manual Development, SOP Development, training of trainers for the program. In fact, many other activities and development in her life. What is available to me is her CV, so I'm just trying to scamper around to find what to say and what not to say. Congratulations to you, Barrister Suwaiba Ibrahim. Next is Rilwan Musa Zulmi. Born on 10th January 1971 in Zamfara State. A planning officer trained in Nigeria, conversant with public sector planning. He worked in public sector organizations, including those funded by international donor agencies, Debt Relief Gain Fund, and United Nations Development Program. He gained a broader understanding of both project planning, management and monitoring, and evaluation. He has a master's degree in economics from Usman Danfodiyo University, Sokoto, a Bachelor of Arts Education from Usman Danfodiyo University, Sokoto. As a registrar of the college in the past, he is responsible for day-to-day administration of the college and keep in safe all academic records of college, and serve as secretary to the college governing council, assisting the provost in administrative and financial matters, liaising with relevant MDAs on matters of great concern. As a director of planning, he oversaw the affairs of operations of the Department of Planning, Research and Statistics. He was responsible for annual budget preparation of the ministry, collecting, collating data required for project planning and execution. As a coordinator of implementation in the state focal person, the first state Millennium Development Goal, he has done a lot. Congratulations, Rilwanu Musa Zulmi. Last but by no means the least is Sanusi Bello Jabaka. Sanusi Jabaka was born on October 2024, 1976 in Zamfara State. He is an experienced finance and professional with his finance officer and professional with strong background in public sector accounting and administration. He began his education at Jabaka Primary School, 1984 to 1989, before proceeding to Government Day Secondary School, Maru, 1990-1995. He furthered his studies at Kaduna Polytechnic, earning a National Diploma in Business Studies and a Higher National Diploma in Business Administration, 2003. In 2009, he became a certified accountant through the Association of Certified and Corporate Accountants. Sanusi has had a distinguished career in financial management within the Zamfara State. He served as an accountant in the Ministry of Finance 2008-2010, rising to Assistant Chief Accountant 2010-2012 and Chief Accountant 2013-2016. He was later appointed Acting Director of Finance at the Ministry of Works 2016 to 2020 and serves as Director Finance Zamfara State Miremco 2020, as well as Acting Director of Finance and Accounts, Zamfara State Hospital. Congratulations, Sanusi Jabaka. Members of the press, you can place your mics now. Please place your mics.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Honorable Speaker, Zamfara State House of Assembly, Chief Justice, represented by Justice Tukurubumi, Secretary to Government, our Grand Kadi, as well as our newly appointed Head of Service, Honorable Commissioners and Advisors, our Royal Father, former Head of Service, members of the newly sworn permanent secretaries, invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for granting us the privilege to gather here for the swearing ceremony of the newly appointed head of service and 12 permanent secretaries of Zamfara State Civil Service. This event marks a significant step in our administration's commitment to reforming and strengthening the service for enhanced and efficient service delivery. On behalf of myself, people and government of Zamfara State, I wish to express our thanks and gratitude to the immediate past head of service, Barrister Ahmad Ali Liman, for his long service and dedicated service to this state. He has contributed immensely in our drive to reform the state service and actualization of our rescue agenda. While wishing him happy retirement, the government will continue to tap from his fountain of knowledge and experience. May Allah be with him and us all, now and always. To the newly appointed head of service, Yakubu Sani Hydra MNI, a distinguished bureaucrat with outstanding administrative career spanning over 3 decades, I say congratulations. Your appointment is a recognition of your capacity and dedication to public service. This new role presents a further opportunity to deploy your wealth of experience in repositioning the civil service towards greater efficiency, productivity, and purposeful service delivery. As head of service, you have the heavy task and responsibility of driving forward the current public service reforms initiated by this administration. These reforms are aimed at building a more effective and responsive system capable of meeting the needs and aspirations of the people of Zamfara State. You are entrusted with the fundamental task of supervising the permanent secretaries and the entire civil service to ensure that government policies and programs are effectively formulated as well as implemented. I have no doubt in your ability to discharge these responsibilities diligently, honestly, and with utmost commitment. I urge you to work around the clock to address the challenging confronting the service and justify the huge confidence reposed in you. And I say congratulations once more. I also extend my hearty congratulations to each of the permanent secretaries sworn in today and their families. Your appointment individually and as a collective is a combination of a very rigorous and transparent process that included intensive refresher course, written examination, oral interview, ICT-based tests, which concluded into professional assessment conducted by the Public Service Institute of Nigeria, PSIN, is somebody that carries out all promotion assessments for this federal civil service. The decision to reform the appointment process of permanent secretaries in the state to conform with the current standard of service and best practices is informed by our desire to entrench merit rather than arbitrariness and favoritism as a tool for career development in the state's civil service. We believe that to reform the public service, which is the central institution of policy formulation and implementation of government's competence as well as professionalism, must be the topmost priority. Alhamdulillah, with this exercise, we have now set the necessary standard that will be sustained, inshallah. Having taken the oath of office as permanent secretaries of the Zamfara State Government, you should understand that your roles are critical to the successful implementation of the objectives of our administration. I believe that by your intellects and proven capacities, you will rise to occasion with diligence and a sense of responsibility. As the accounting officers in your respective ministries and post, you are expected to align your actions with the 6-point agenda of this administration and ensure that every policy and program under your supervision contributes to the realization of the objective of our missions of delivering good governance to the people of Zamfara State. You are appointed permanent secretaries comes at a time in our administration where not only are various for people projects being executed, but the civil service is undergoing serious reforms. We are determined to verify our true staff strength at both states and local government service so as to cut costs of running government, as well as liberate resources from unnecessary legalities to fast-track massive investment in education, healthcare, agriculture, development of infrastructure, enhanced security for the collective goal of all, and implement the 70,000 naira minimum wage very, very soon. As it agreed in our various meetings with Labour and most of you here. You are therefore to lead in repositioning the public service to respond and be in tune with our development agenda and serve as the good ambassadors of this administration as well as the states as a whole. The expectations from the civil service are higher than ever. It is important that you uphold the principle of discipline, accountability, and transparency. The civil service rules and financial regulations and instructions must remain your guiding compass, and you must demonstrate zero tolerance for corruption, laxity, and inefficiency. Our administration believes in capacity and productivity. That is what we believe in. We will therefore track and monitor your performance based on key performance indicators, which is already in place. We will sustain the quarterly performance review of MBAs through the mandatory interactive sessions. I'm sure most of you are aware we had 2 sessions, and this is going to continue, inshallah. Therefore, I will not entertain any form of laxity, indolence, as well as corruption from you. I assure you that we will provide you with all the necessary tools for you to succeed in your positions as permanent secretaries. This imperative, as we will hold you accountable for your inability to deliver. In that regard, I will today provide all the permanent secretaries with a brand new official vehicle to facilitate productivity as well as service delivery. I mean all permanent secretaries, not just the new. By the time you finish documentation, you will all have your brand new cars. To further enhance capacity in the state service, we will continue to prioritize training and retraining to equip our workforce with the skills and competencies needed to meet the demands of modern governance and service delivery. You must decide your duties without fear or favor. Without fear or favor. No fear, no favor. And therefore, you must decide your duties without fear or favor by upholding the trust placed in you by Almighty Allah and the people of Zamfara State. I assure you that government will give you all the support you may require towards effective discharge of your duties and function, just as I call on all to lend hand to support and cooperation to the new permanent secretaries. I have directed the secretaries to the government and the head of service to ensure synergy and harmonious working relationship in the system. You must avoid rancor and any form of distraction. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for an increasingly efficient goods and strategically agile governance framework, I have approved modification in the structure of some department of government. The Council Secretariat is now submerged into the Cabinet Office, where it rightly belongs. In the new order, we have the Permanent Secretary Cabinet Office who will assume all matters of Cabinet responsibilities of this government. An Office of Coordinator, Donor Activities and Program is also created under the Office of the Executive Governor to be handled by a Permanent Secretary. Reporting to me directly. As well as coordinating all donor developmental partner activities and programs in conjunction with the implementing NDAs. The Office of the Permanent Secretary Government House is also introduced to coordinate civil service matters in the seat of government. I will not complete here without expressing my thanks and appreciation to the Public Service Institute of Nigeria for their collaboration in ensuring integrity of the process. I also call on all civil servants to emulate the exemplary conduct of the sworn-in senior officials and work diligently to contribute to the development of their careers and the state. May Almighty Allah guide us all in the cause of discharging our duties. And I'm happy you're also in with the Holy Quran in the month of Ramadan. And so, you know what that means. We don't need to explain anything. So, I want to thank you very much for your understanding and cooperation. I believe we are just setting standards for the civil service as well as the civil servant of Zamfara State. I can assure you I have not met these permanent secretaries in any occasion apart from official interaction. In fact, some I'm just seeing them for the first time. So I think it's a very clearly transparent process. And inshallah, we will continue to do that. And that will encourage everyone. You don't need to have a godfather to be in position of authority.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. May I crave your indulgence, Your Excellency, to make a symbolic presentation of appointment letter to the head of service, Yakubu Sani Haidara, after which you also make a symbolic presentation of the official vehicles to some select few of the sworn-in permanent secretary.
This is your official letter as head of civil service, Zamfara State. But there's work.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. May I invite Garba Altine Dauran to come forward to receive the symbolic allocation. As we have heard from the speech, the vehicle will become yours officially when you finish your documentation. So this is symbolic, like I said.
This is an official letter for your official vehicle as a permanent secretary. To whom what is given, what is expected.
Next is Bashir Salihu, permanent secretary of the first state. Bashir Salihu. Next is Mariam Shantali. Mariam Yahya Shantali. To be followed by Aminu A. Almajir. Aminu Almajir, permanent secretary. May I invite the Senate of Service, Yakubu Sani Haidara, to deliver a vote of thanks.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of the Zamfara State, Dr. Dauda Lawal, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chief Judge, Secretary to the State Government, Chief of Staff, Honorable members of the State House of Assembly here present, members of the State Executive Council, permanent secretaries and special advisors, His Royal Highness the Emir of Soap, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It is with profound gratitude to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and a deep sense of responsibility to the government and people of the Zamfara state that I stand before you today, speaking not just for myself, but also on behalf of my distinguished senior colleagues, the 12 newly sworn-in permanent secretaries, who, like me, have been entrusted with the noble duty of leading the state civil service at the highest level. Your Excellency, sir, we are humbled by the confidence you have placed in us. Our appointment to this critical position is not just a recognition of our years of service, but a call to greater duty. We accept this responsibility with utmost humility, knowing fully well that the civil service remains the backbone of governance, the engine that drives the implementation of government policies and programs, and the foundation upon which the government's and the people's aspirations are built. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in the Zamfara state, one that demands sustained dedication, transparency, and efficiency in public service. We understand that our primary duty is to provide the necessary administrative support that will actualize Your Excellency's rescue vision for a transformed Zamfara state, one where good governance is not just promised but also delivered. We are particularly proud to acknowledge that the appointment of the 12 new permanent secretaries follows a competency test, a process that has set a new standard in the history of Zamfara state. This bold and transparent approach speaks volumes about the commitment of Your Excellency to ensuring that only competent and qualified individuals are entrusted with leadership positions in the civil service. We wholeheartedly commend this initiative and see it as a major step towards building a civil service anchored on merit, professionalism, and excellence. As we take off this mantle of leadership, we reaffirm our commitment to upholding the high standards of professionalism, integrity, and accountability in the civil service. The people of the Zamfara state deserve a government that is responsive, efficient, and people-centered. We pledge to ensure that policies and programs designed for the betterment of the state are not only implemented but done so with utmost diligence and effectiveness. We recognize that our roles are pivotal in the ongoing efforts to reform and reposition the civil service. We must embrace innovation, integrate technology into government operations, and promote a culture of discipline and excellence among civil servants. The days of inefficiency, bureaucratic delays, and policy must become a thing of the past. Our civil service must be driven by performance, guided by merit, and anchored on a shared rescue vision of progress. Your Excellency, we assure you that we will work with unalloyed loyalty and commitment to ensure that your administration goals and objectives are achieved. We shall be proactive in decision making, strategic in policy implementation, and collaborative in working with all stakeholders to drive sustainable development in the present. We are also mindful of the welfare of civil servants across the state. A motivated workforce is key to achieving meaningful progress, and we will work closely with all relevant institutions to ensure that civil servants receive the necessary support, training, and incentives to perform at their best. On behalf of my junior colleagues, I express our sincere appreciation to Your Excellency for finding us worthy of this work. We must extend our gratitude to our families, mentors, colleagues, and everyone who has contributed to our professional journey. We do not take this opportunity for granted, and we pray that Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants us the wisdom, strength, and courage to discharge our duties effectively. As we assume office, we encourage Your Excellency to continue to maintain high standards and professionalism in the civil service. The goal reforms that you have initiated must be sustained, and we as key actors in this process pledge to play our part in ensuring that the Zamfara State Civil Service becomes a model of efficiency, transparency, and productivity. To the people of Zamfara State, we pledge our total commitment to serving you with integrity, diligence, and fairness. May this new chapter in the leadership of our state civil service bring forth a renewed spirit of dedication, productivity, and good governance. Before I conclude, I want to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency tremendously for the gesture he has done to us by providing official vehicles, brand new vehicles to all permanent secretaries. Why indeed great answer. And we assure you that we justify the confidence and his welfare we are providing to us. The Almighty Allah bless the first state and guide us in this noble task. And thank you and wassalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Head of Service. With this, I have the honor and privilege to invite the Honorable Grand Kadi to lead us in the closing prayer, after which group photograph will be taken just outside this hall. Honorable Grand Kadi, sir.
Salatu liman Allah sallallahu alaihi wa alihi. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
After the group photograph, there will be an inspection of the newly provided vehicles.